Jojo Giannetti, how you feeling right now?
I'm doing good. I feel great. Oh man, it's been a hell of a 90 days, highs and lows, but I feel good. Everything in the last 10 days kind of came together perfectly.
So when Mike told you that Jack Condon was out, was there any hesitation in your mind that you wanted to take this fight?
No, and I don't know if it made sense or if it was just delusion or stupidity or just anger from my last loss, but I had texted him before about fights for 2024, and he's busy with the cards, so he didn't get back to me, so I kind of slid one in there and was like, hey, if somebody can't make it to fight night, hit me up. Luckily, it was at 170 because there's no way I was making 55 on 10 days, but he sent me the text that Jack was hurt, which obviously I trained with Jack, so that sucks for him, and I was upset that Jack's got to be the guy that gets me my shot. But I told him immediately, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And he was like, you want to fight Pat on 10 days notice? And I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And he was like, if that's what you want, we'll do it. And I think that it was more of a question from him because I went to sleep and I woke up the next day and it was question marks. And I was like, oh, no, I'm in. There was no doubt. I was like, I'm locked in. And, he went over to Pat's side, and Pat's a savage, and he took it too and made it official.
How much weight did you have to cut in those 10 days?
7 pounds. It was great.
Easy.
I went.
Light work.
I had a bottle of water the day before weigh-ins. I went and wrestled at BTT Taunton, and there was murderous rounds. I sweat out 5 pounds, and then day of weigh-ins, I sweat out a couple more in the sauna, 20 minutes, in and out, weighed in.
Anything that surprised you from this fight?
Dude, he hit so friggin' hard. The first couple shots he hit me with, I wasn't dazed or anything, but I was like, all right, this is definitely not a lightweight. So that's why I was kind of in his face, but just barely making him miss, because I knew whether he hits me clean or just a bit, I knew it was going to hurt real bad, so I might as well just play with fire, and it worked out.
So, I apologize if I'm wrong. I didn't see most of the first round, but what I saw of the first round, he seemed a little bit more dominant. So what were you thinking between those rounds?
I just knew that on 10 days notice or 10 weeks notice that I have a better gas tank than 90% of the guys here, not knocking anybody. I'm just an endurance athlete. I torture myself in and out of the gym to get better at this sport. So I knew as the rounds went on, he would slow down and my pace would pick up. I know between the rounds, a couple people were wondering why I was a little bit slow, but there was a method to my madness.
Is the stepping stool, instep knee, whatever you want to call that, something you practice often?
Oh my gosh, so much. I have practiced that kick so many times, and everybody at the gym is like, you got to throw it, you got to throw it, you got to throw it. And I'm like, it's not the time yet. I don't have the confidence, and I haven't been in the perfect moment. And then I was kind of throwing those, they look lazy, but outside calf kicks, and he was checking them really well, and I knew it would open it up. So my corner called for a switch kick, and I let it rip.
So let's talk about the future. You recently vacated this belt that you got again. You want your teammate to fight for it. You said you want to fight lightweight. Do you intend on keeping this belt? Are you going to immediately vacate it? What's the plan?
Probably going to immediately vacate it. It was one of those things, high risk, high reward, fighting a savage like that on 10 days notice. I needed a little bit of gold for my reward. A Canadian took off with my other one, so I was down a belt. I'd love to get that one back, but of course UFC's going to Canada in January, so if he waits around for that, he more than deserves to. He's on a hot streak, so we'll let him do that. And, if for some reason they decide not to sign him, I'll be here waiting for him. So
if you can't get the rematch, you'll do for it. Is there anyone else specific that you want to fight?
Anybody at 155 that thinks they're next for a title shot. They're not. It's me. It's either me and them or it's me and Du for it.
Is there anyone you'd like to dedicate this fight to?
All the vets. I know everybody is because it's Veterans Day, but, I have plenty of vets in my family. And my dad, right before I walked out of the house, he watches my dog while I come down to fight. Right before I walked out, old school Italian, he was like, just focus on the guy in front of you, fuck everybody outside of the cage. And it sounds so corny. It's like I've done this 21 times now. I know that. But then in the back room, I was like, just focus on him. Black everything else out. And that's what I did. All I saw was me and Pat in there, and it worked. So thanks, Dad.
Any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, for sure. 2 Fight Bros, they came in 10 days notice. They were like, I knew you were up to no good. And they knew I was posting some hints that I'd be fighting, so they jumped on board as a sponsor. I appreciate them so much. The Caged In podcast, they always got my back. The Ganja Shamans, we got everybody. Everybody at BTT, like I said, this fight couldn't have happened without them. They kept me ready, and when I got the opportunity, I knew that I should take it.
And one more thing. I told you if you made a John Cena walkout, I would have 5 guys for you, and you didn't do it. So I guess I get to keep this gift card.
Oh, enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.